Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Geofaldy Denaldy, and I am from the third semester of English education major from Bengkulu University. On this occasion, I will discuss what is manners and the like, and or something like that. Definition of manners and etiquette. A human living being who can be called perfect but harmonious life both in one family and human behavior and people. Namely, life in which is decorated with etiquette or manners. In maintenance, everyone is possible. It's a trigger to being asked about the meaning of manners at school and relationship as well, and according to religions. For example, whether recognized or not recognized, basically everyone has sometimes practiced and ignored the meaning of politeness, especially it is in people. Next, understanding polite or understanding manners. Manners is a friendly attitude to people in front of him with the intention of respecting not respecting the person, so as to make condition comfortable and full of harmony. Courtesy is an obligation that must be carried out by each group, from children to the elderly, without an exception, and every life that is taken without any blessed manner will greatly correct disharmony and even commotion. Indonesia is one of the countries known to the world for its polite attitude, and one of Sunda region. This area is so thick with manners. They have a distinctive polite attitude, especially when receiving guests. This attitude seems to be our legacy from our ancestors that needs to be perfect and cannot be lost by the time or contaminated by negative culture from outside. The prevalence of polite culture, especially in Indonesian, has been intensively carried out since the beginning. This attitude can be instilled through informal education, namely education taught by both parents to their children. For example, parents teach their children to get used to kissing hands and saying greeting before and after school, knocking in door before entering, eating and drinking without meeting, saying excuse me when passing people, either on the street or anywhere. And there are many more manners that can be taught by parents. Apart from informal education, politeness is also being intensively carried out through non-formal education, such as through of the government programs, namely PAUD or PAUD, early childhood education. Through this forum, honors children are taught an education that applies theory. They will be taught a little bit at a time how to behave with Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Parents, teachers, colleagues, and others with this have effort to cultivate morality and at an early age The government hopes that later the younger generation will become the successors of the development, who are smart and have good character. Um, Everyone may have their own perception of the meaning of courtesy, and for example, mm, whatever the meaning, the main thing is what are the steps so that this attitude of courtesy can be implemented by everyone in order to make Indonesia a hospitable country. Self-awareness of this attitude of courtesy is the basic capital so that this attitude remains sustainable. Next, what is ethics or etiquette? Definition of ethics. Ethics is a matter of where and how the main branch of philosophy that studies the value or quality of moral standard and judgment. Norms include analysis and application of plans such as right, wrong, good, bad, and responsibility as John of Damascus, like the norm in the study of practical philosophy. Norms being when people reflect on the element of our spontaneous ethical opinions, the need for reflection that we will feel partly because our ethical opinions are often not the same as the opinions of others. This kind of thing is needed from norms, namely to find out what humans need to do. Methodological, not everything can be said that judged as norms. Norms require a serious methodical and systematic in attitude in reflection. That's the cause of the norms, namely knowledge. And knowledge, the object of norm is human behavior. However, unlike some other science which also study human behavior, behavior norms have a normative point of view. This is a point of view of humans of the norms of good and bad human action.